Recording call. I am now also recording. Hello.
You were so anxious
Welcome.
to get going, you jackass.
Yeah. I got shit to do. Anyway, so topic this week, we're gonna get eSports. We're gonna get eSports.
Get eSports, brah.
And as a way into that, we have to first go through our screenshots. There were a couple of big announcements last week. Three big announcements, actually.
Their big video that they had, video announcement.
So good. All right, so let's leap into it first with the screenshots.
Yep.
The shots of the week. The first one, Sakurai, you troll. You son of a bitch. Nope, that's not the first one.
Yeah, it is.
You did not. Nope, the first one was the Rayman trophy.
Oh, that's right.
You piece of shit.
All right. Yeah, sorry.
You don't have that one, do you?
No, I didn't download it.
God damn it.
Well, because
So anyway, they just revealed a full 3D rendered Rayman trophy in Smash Brothers. This came out Monday before the announcement video went live. So everyone's like, "Oh man, is Rayman going to be in it?" The interesting thing with the trophy was that he says they contacted Ubisoft for like character designs for Rayman so they could design this trophy.
Yeah.
And they're expecting 2D designs back, but Ubisoft gave them this full new 3D model.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting, and I'm not sure what that means about Rayman with Smash Brothers. I don't think he's playable, but
why would they have, like, why would Ubisoft be a part of it? You know what I mean? But then not...
because it's their character. Rayman is Ubisoft property.
Yeah, I know. What I'm saying is,
So-
why would they have just Rayman be just a trophy and then not announce
They
anything else?
sent us data of a brand new 3D model that they rendered for this game. So yeah, that's the thing. I'm very confused about it. Unless he's a playable character, which all right, tone it down on the third parties at this stage. For fuck's sake. If he replaces Snake, I'm gonna be pissed.
Right.
But okay, and because you're a twat waffle, this is the second screenshot.
Mm-hmm.
They announced new Fire Emblem characters across the board. This is Robin,
This is
the player character.
Yep. And you can
And
play as
you can
both male and female.
Yeah, which is pretty awesome. And if you look closely at the swords are different.
Yeah.
This is not gender-based. This is an attack strategist-based. So, female Robin here has the Levin sword. It's a magical, strong sword.
Mm-hmm.
It only has so many attacks in it before it breaks,
Yeah.
which stays true to the Fire Emblem mentality. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And while it regenerates over time, you're going to just use a normal bronze sword, which is a sword in male Robin's hand.
Right. And then also
And-
the magical tomes that they're holding, you can only
Yeah,
use those so many times, and then they get spent, and he throws them away.
But you also get a different spell tome, which will have different spells in it every time you attack. Every
Yeah.
time you attack, you're going to use a different spell.
Right.
So it really is living up to the character in Fire Emblem. You have to be a strategist. You have to know how many attacks are left on your sword, how many spells you have left, what the hell's going on. Like, you really have to plan everything out.
Right.
It's really fucking cool. And if you look back at our earlier episodes, we had one where we talked about what we wanted, and here's our spellcaster that we wanted so badly from
Yeah.
Fire Emblem.
Right.
Booyah, we got what we wanted.
And then, fucking... Alright, this was a moment where Sakurai was trolling again. He goes...
Fucking asshole.
He goes, Captain Falcon, glad to see her back, but when are you gonna get your own game?
Apparently, he made similar comments during Brawl with Pit. He's like, why would we bring this character back from 20 years ago? And then he developed the new Kid Icarus game. So everyone's like, does he have a secondary project that he's going to start work on after Smash comes out? called F-Zero. Knowing his brutal attention to detail, I would love to see what he could do with an F-Zero game.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, we do get confirmation that the captain is back.
Mm-hmm.
He almost pulled off a Falcon Punch
Almost.
in the video. And the third and final confirmation, Lucina.
Yeah, this was Tuesday's photo.
Yep. She is confirmed to be a Marth clone. Exact same moveset as Marth. The difference being she doesn't have all the power in the tip of her sword. It's evenly distributed. So she seems like Marth easy mode.
Okay.
And that's why she has a different character slot and not just a reskin.
Hmm.
He explicitly stressed that.
Yeah.
Now, if you've played Fire Emblem Awakening, you would know that Lucina has a mark in her left pupil.
I'm gonna get to that. That's
Oh, you do have that? Okay,
I do
never
have
mind.
that image. That's after this one.
Stop. And what was he highlighting here?
I think he was just commenting that there are. I think this was kind of going more into detail about being able to switch between, I guess, just what gender role. I don't know. Like it was.
Village. With the Wii Fit trainers, the male and female Robins, villagers, and Little Mac, varying their appearances and voices works just like selecting alternate color variations.
Yeah.
However, when there is even a small difference in abilities, that character gets an actual roster slot. That's why you can select Lucina individually.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
Same day.
Right. And then same day as that, what you were about to talk about.
Eyeball. It's kind of tough to see.
It's on her
But
right eye, or left eye.
Her left eye. It's in her father's right eye. But if you look really closely, there's an emblem in her eyeball that is very indicative and important to the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And a little fucking minute detail like that makes it in. He even mentions that. He's like, there's probably no chance you'll be able to see this in the game. But she has the mark of the Naga in her eye.
Yeah. It's
Love
ridiculous.
it. And the one thing that people were upset, at the end of the video, Crom is on the ground and makes a comment, oh, maybe I'll get my chance some other day. And they're like, no, you get it today. And he's just a part of Robin's final smash, that's all.
Yeah.
He and Robin team up.
Right.
So, well, I don't count that.
Yeah, kind of sucks, but there are just so many Fire Emblem characters. There's a lot, especially like that are like the core players, not players, characters of that storyline. So, I mean, they can only include so much.
Yeah, and if they included Crom, you'd just be getting another Marth.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy to see that they went with Robin, because it is a very unique character.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so this screenshot, he's pointing out what we pointed out earlier. The Levin Sword and Tome are Robin's lifelines. Levin Sword can be activated by using smash attacks.
Yep.
You can even activate them mid-air. However, like the original game, the Levin Sword can only be used a limited number of times before it breaks, at which point it takes some time to regenerate. And while it's regenerating, you're fighting with the Bronze Sword.
Yep. Which, again, is in the male Robin's hand.
Yep. I don't know if I'd like to play as Robin. I feel like I would not be able to keep track of everything. Certainly going to play around with it, but I don't think I'd be able to mentally, oh, I have this many attacks left. Oh.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't keep track, like, in my head. I would just keep attacking until I notice that's, like, not there and just be like, oh, okay, it's just switching off now. Not gonna mix up my fucking strategy.
Yeah, but it's good to see that, because there's no other character that plays like that. It's completely unique.
Yeah. So this is, like, their secondary screenshot.
Oh, there's a secondary that day?
Yep. Yeah, he was talking about the tomes, just like the range on the some of the attacks.
The way Robin launches Arcfire is kind of crazy. He or she calls down a bolt of flame from above, then launches a pillar of fire. By the way, Robin's tomes change with each special attack. So it seems your B attacks are going to be mapped to the tome.
Mm-hmm.
And when you use one tome, you're going to replace it immediately.
Right.
So you're going to have to keep a backlog in your head as to which tomes do what.
Right.
Ugh, ugh, ugh. They're pointing out online.
And also like to point out real quick, and I'm totally interrupting you, that
Go for it.
that the Fire Emblem characters actually have feet, and you can see them, and they're not just tiny little things that aren't there.
Yeah, they do have feet. I was thinking that earlier this week. I'm like, oh, look, feet.
Because, God damn it, that confused me so much when playing Fire Emblem. I'm like, where are their feet? Why? What? It just looks like they're just walking on stumps.
Yep. Yep, no feet. I don't know why that decision was made.
Yeah.
They were pointing out on the Smash Brothers subreddit, Robin's stance here, while they're casting, is identical to the Game Boy Advance version of Fire Emblem casting stance. Again, little details.
Yeah.
Little tiny details.
And then after all of the hype, that's suddenly just cat.
Yep. Also, they have cats.
Yeah.
That's what he's showing up here. The Nintendog stage can sometimes turn into the Nintendo Cat stage.
Yep. There was a joke or like an image or something that I saw in the Smash Brothers subreddit right around when this image appeared, but it was basically like the thought process of just like some intern being like, "Mr. Sakurai, we have to release an image." Oh man, I totally forgot about that. Here, let me just this. Let's just do this and there. That'll take care of it for today.
Cat. That's how a lot of them feel most of the time.
Yeah, especially once he makes like really big announcements, then afterwards it's just like random stuff that's just like,
Here's
okay,
some bullshit.
yeah.
Well, the next one is actually really cool for me because I was in a good. Pull up the next one.
Yeah,
So this one is great. It's the screen KO. I love the little details of how they're actually smashed into the screen.
Yeah.
But he mentions there's also different patterns where players disappearing into the sky for star KOs.
Mm-hmm.
But as the time limit approaches, star and screen KOs won't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Which is really fucking amazing. I was playing a game with a couple of friends, and it came down to I launched someone upward for a star KO. They started falling. I missed my recovery, and I died a hair of a second before the other guy and lost. So if it wasn't a star KO, I would have won.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that he's taking that into consideration.
Right.
And removing those at key moments.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like the more just funny KOs are in the beginning, but then once shit gets real, it's like, okay, it's all down on timing.
Yeah, more or less.
And I think that was it. Yep.
That was it for the screenshots.
And wonderful. Totally did not have... I just checked my... Alright, we'll move on. Anywho. Oh no, it did work.
eSports.
Okay. Yes, eSports. Let's go eSports.
eSports. So, yeah, Nintendo is officially a sponsor, was officially a sponsor of EVO this year, which is a complete 180 flip of what they did last year. They tried to shut down the Melee competition.
Yeah.
At EVO. Now they're embracing it. I think right now there's a lot of cynicism
From who?
toward Nintendo for this.
Oh.
From the competitive community. Because they're seeing Nintendo is using this just as advertisement for 4. Which I can also see that. I can see that, but it all depends on post-launch. post-launch, if Nintendo continues to remain competitive with it and keep up that competitive community, then they will have gained that back.
Yeah.
And I don't see how they couldn't.
Right.
For their own sake, I fucking hope that they don't back off on it.
Yeah, because the one thing that I noticed in their when Reggie did an Evo video, because he just said, like, you know, basically saying, like, oh, thank you for the Smash community for being, you know, so passionate about our games, and, you know, we're happy to see how this is, you know, what this has become and all that thing. And then he went into, oh, by the way, there is a new Smash game that's coming out soon, so you could queue it up. You can buy it for 3DS and then be ready for when it comes out for Wii U. And I was like, oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the signs are there. They know it's advertising. They're not stupid about it.
Yeah.
However, if you look at all the features that they're putting into there is a very heavy competitive influence now. They're not just going for it. Whereas Brawl, Jesus Christ, the Brawl Dojo, if you remember some of those posts, it was basically Sakurai saying, I'm making the game I'm getting rid of a lot of the competitive bullshit that you guys seem to like because I don't like it in my game.
Yeah.
I don't want my game like that. And now, this time around, I think having Namco's involvement, I kind of understand. Namco at least understands to stop doing that.
Yeah.
That's a big portion of people that purchase your game, and you can't shun them.
Yeah.
So someone finally convinced Sakurai to get his head out of his ass and actually work with these people and try to accommodate the competitive crowd. And they seem to be doing a really good job with that.
Right.
The Smash Brothers subreddit, it's primarily competitive there.
Oh, yeah.
They're all very, very excited for it. A lot of the professional players who played at the Invitational. Yes, right now there's some issues, levels, things like that. But then again, this was Nintendo's first attempt at a tournament. And I liked, for the larger part, how they handled the Invitational. It was not typical competitive rules. Four players. Items were on. Items were on for most of the rounds up until the championship game. There were no items. And that's when you got into really heavy competitive play. And they were able to pick it up and just run with it super quick. And also, you couldn't come in with your character. It was a draft round. So they'd draw your number, and then you'd get a pick of a character, and then that character's locked to you. So at the end, someone just gets stuck with whoever's left. But it's their first foray into it. Seeing the amount of attention it got and the amount of views it got and how popular it was, I should hope Nintendo makes the Invitational a yearly event.
Yeah. Then there'll be two... Oh, wait, no. Invitational. I'm thinking of International, because the International is...
The International is different. That's Dota.
Yeah. Yeah, I just kind of want to see once, like you said, I hope that they do stay with it, because if they do stay with it, then, you know, greater things can happen, as far as, like, just the presentation of everything. Like, you know, I watched a couple matches of, we just said it, the International, and what they've done to it, like, to Dota the game.
Channel?
Well, yeah, I mean, not just that, but, yeah, that's also another point, is the fact that there are other channels that not only do other languages, so that way anybody could watch it. They also have the noob channel, so that if you don't know shit about Dota 2 or any MOBA or whatever, they have commentators talking the whole time, just saying, like, you know, explaining every single little thing and the lingo and what they mean and everything, so you can understand exactly what they're talking about. You know, but not just that, but, like, also in-game, they also replaced a lot of the, instead of just saying, like, the Dire or the Radiance, like, they actually say the actual team's names. So it's like, it'll say, like, Cloud9's, you know, Radiance is under attack or whatever, so, or not Radiance. Whatever. I don't know much of Dota 2.
Oh, you mean in game it
Yep.
shows?
Yeah, there's like announcements
they
of
they
the
do
teams.
the same thing in TF2. In competitive TF2, they can rename the teams.
Okay. So yeah, I didn't know that about TF2, but again, that's kind of something where it would come down to, wouldn't it be Nintendo doing that? Like, wouldn't they have to change things like that? Like
Well,
adding team names and whatnot?
Well, in Smash, you don't really have teams. You
That's
have
true. It's
players.
Right, it's 1v1. But
1v1
but
or
still,
2v2.
But still, you could still have, like,
They
not
do. They have the names
individual.
over your character that you can put in.
Yeah.
That's already in place. That's null and void. In more of a team-based scenario, like all of Valve's games, Counter-Strike, TF2, Dota, give you the ability to modify that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of celebrity TF2 matches which are fucking ridiculous. They took the blue team, renamed them red, and the red team and renamed them blue, just because they were being assholes.
Yeah.
But that's always there. And Valve is very, very competitive team-minded. Now, knowing all of this, and how Nintendo is approaching eSports with Smash Brothers, it's yet to be seen, but it looks to me like they're going to try to do the same kind of thing with Splatoon, because it's a 4v4 competitive shooter,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's very extremely unique. There's not another game that I can think of from a competitive nature that has those similar mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if they're trying the waters for esports with Smash and seeing what they can do with that,
Mm-hmm.
and potentially having it also port over to Splatoon and having a well-oiled esports campaign front to then also bring in Splatoon.
Right.
I can see them doing that, because if they're sponsoring EVO this year, it's going to look really fucking shady if they don't sponsor next year.
Yeah.
And it's going to look really, really shady if they just completely stop going to competitive events after the launch of Smash.
Right.
So I think competitive Smash is kind of here to stay as long as it's popular still.
Mm-hmm.
At least Nintendo will make their presence known, and it'll all still be sanctioned. I just really hope they keep doing the Invitational.
Yeah.
Like, I can see that becoming an E3 thing, a regular E3 showing.
Right.
I would also like to see, and this is double advertising for them, an Amiibo tournament.
Yes.
A doubles Amiibo tournament where you have your own Amiibo, you train it up, and Nintendo sponsors. It's like the Invitational. It could be another branch of the Invitational. You could have the Amiibo Invitational going on coincidentally coinciding with the Solos Invitational.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the human doubles. Like, you could do a number of different tournaments.
Yeah. When we were talking in our Amiibo episode, yeah, that was like the first thing I thought was like, holy shit, they should just have competitive matches where, the person walks in with their character that they play as, boom, put it in and go. But at the same time, it's kind of like also, I mean, I brought this up in that same episode, that they would have to, all the characters that they play as or that they put into the system would have to be at the same level. So that way it's kind of equal grounds, at least as far as level wise.
You just say you have to have a level 50. You have to have a max level.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you don't, they're all going to start off the same.
Right.
And you're not going to have a unique player completely unique player until you get to that level 50.
Mm-hmm.
So, regardless of whether or not Nintendo actually sees the value of the esports crowd or the competitive scene, whether or not they actually care, it looks like they're making a concerted effort to care.
Yeah. Not only that, but
really
it's just, I mean, I've been saying this for the last, like, I don't know, couple of months or whatever, but it seems like Nintendo is just starting to get a hold of, hey, it's the 21st century, internet and things, and streaming, and, like, and uploading, like, to YouTube and all this shit, like,
Yeah, so they're kind of doing another Smash tournament during Comic-Con. San Diego Comic-Con.
Okay.
They're doing a 3DS online tournament. It's not the invitational. It's a first come first serve. Just people there. You sign up when you show up at Comic-Con. But it's a 3DS Smash tournament that they're doing again. And it's all on their Twitch feed. It looks like they're going to do another like Treehouse Live.
Yeah.
Like they did for E3. But for Comic-Con. And they've already said that they have more announcements that they want to make at Comic-Con regarding Smash Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling we might get a release date. There's a couple of websites online that keep popping up with November 21st
Yep.
as the Wii U release date.
Yeah, I saw that earlier this morning.
Yeah, a couple of them. A couple of good websites that are normally good with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we might get a confirmation of that, or we might fucking not because it's Nintendo and they announce things when they're ready to announce things.
Yeah. Or hell, it could even be pushed back. I mean, we don't know.
God, don't pull another Brawl. Don't pull another Brawl. It has to be out before Black Friday.
Yeah.
It has to be out before Black Friday.
Yeah, because then Wii U's will just sell like mad.
They will sell themselves.
Yeah.
All you need to be like, hey, here's the super bundle with the Wii U and the Smash Brothers and the Mario Kart, and here.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling all my friends, because they keep saying to me, they're like, oh, well, I want to get a Wii U, like, in the next couple weeks. I'm like, no, wait. If
You
you're
might get a bundle.
If you want to get Smash, if that's your primary concern, wait until they do a bundle, because they will guarantee release one. They will release a bundle of Wii U.
Whether or not it's a special edition, that's yet to be seen. But
Yeah.
I'm sure they will do a bundle deal.
If anything, it'll be the deluxe
Oh
one.
shit!
Alright.
It would be the deluxe
Well, yeah.
with the tablet, of course,
Yep.
because you need it. With the game,
Mm-hmm.
GameCube controller and adapter.
Yeah.
Ooh.
God. Thank God.
It's nice.
Thank God I have you only on a certain pitch of level, audio level. But yeah, definitely. I can totally see that. And maybe, well, no, they would be sold separately. I was thinking the amiibo thing, but yeah, that would be totally sold separately. Considering, there's already the GameCube controller, the adapter, and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
but yeah, that would totally make sense. I mean, why wouldn't they? It would have to be a much bigger box, though.
Not really, not so much, because the standard one comes with the game.
Yeah.
The standard box, and there is some space in the tray. It'd probably have to be a slightly larger box for the GameCube controller and the adapter. But you'd be looking at tacking, so a Wii U system deluxe right now is $400. Probably with a deal, you'd probably be looking like at a $500 set
Yeah.
for everything, for Smash controller. Ooh, that's tasty.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a Wii U yet, A, fucking what's wrong with you? B, just wait a little longer.
Yeah, and then just by the time Smash comes out, like a lot of the Nintendo games that have been out, like Mario Kart and all the Mario games, they'll be cheaper.
Yep.
Or just even pick them up during Black Friday,
Yep.
because those should be stupid cheap, maybe.
Possibly. So, that brings us to about our half-hour mark.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, let us discuss... Sakurai made the comment that they're running low on new characters.
Right.
They're getting toward the end there. So let's talk about new characters. Who's left? Who could we see coming in as new? Not third party. Good God, I hope we're done with third party.
I don't think
Well,
we
I
are.
have-
I think there's one more. I think there's going to be one more.
You think it's going to be Rayman?
I do. I honestly do. I really do. Because, I mean, look at the rate. All right, you know what? No,
Yeah,
fuck it. I'm saving it.
yeah,
I'm
we'll
saving
talk
it.
about talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Damn
But
you,
let's-
making me go into next week's topic already when we don't have time.
We do that. But we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Third party at new characters. Who's left?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then
Alright.
who we think... Well, I guess who else would be in the Nintendo world that would be left?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Right.
what I didn't want to talk about third party, but you seem to want to talk about third party, so I guess we'll talk about third party.
You can do both,
As well.
really.
Fuck you.
Why not both?
Because you're a piece of shit. That's why.
Oh.
Oh. All right.
Thanks
Goodbye.
for tuning in.
Goodbye.
No thanks. No nothing. Just we're going now. We're leaving.
Run time error.
Awkwardly just leaving. There we go.